back to JBSports. Today it is going to be the predictions for SummerSlam, which is happening tonight. Today, I honestly think this pay-per-view is going to be amazing. It is 7 one-on-one matches, and it's just going to be amazing because one-on-one matches are the best in my opinion, and it's like old NXT days where it was only singles matches. So we're going to get into my predictions, what I think might happen, and maybe what I want to happen. But let's get into it. I don't think it's going to be match card order, so just bear with me. First match I see first is CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, special guest referee Seth Rollins. This match might steal the show, in my opinion, because the theatrics that are going to happen with this match, with Seth Rollins being special guest referee, and him saying, we'll see what I let slide. Honestly, I think he will let them beat each other to a bloody pulp, and he's just going to love it because he doesn't have to do the work to see both of them, because he said to Drew McIntyre, if anyone hates CM Punk as much as you, it's me. And he said to CM Punk, if anyone hates Drew McIntyre as much as you do, it's me. So it's a hate triangle. Each person hates each other as much as the other person hates them. So CM Punk, Drew McIntyre is going to be a great match. I'm having trouble thinking who's going to win, just because I think what's going to happen is someone's getting screwed by Seth Rollins. I think someone's going to hit Seth Rollins on accident or on purpose, and Seth is going to get angry. He's going to go to do like a stomp or a super kick onto someone. Or he's going to try to super kick someone. He misses, and he screws it for one person, which, if we're thinking storyline-wise, I know that Punk versus Drew it's going to go on for a little bit longer, but if we want to set up more of a storyline, I say you have Seth screw Punk, just because then it'll be like, oh, Drew can make fun of him for him being screwed, so he'll be like, oh, CM Punk, how does it feel when someone screws you out of something big? So Seth goes for a super kick on Drew or something, hits CM Punk, makes CM Punk lose, and what goes on is just after the Punk-Drew McIntyre story ends, then you can set up the feud everyone's been waiting for, the feud that will feed families, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. So I say Drew McIntyre wins from a finish of Seth Rollins screwing over CM Punk. Next match, Undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa, Bloodline Rules match. This one is going to be a bloodbath. You have all the Bloodline members that will be out there who can be in Cody's corner. You can have KO, Randy Orton maybe come out. But the big what if of this match is Rock going to come back? Is Roman going to come back? Like, there's so much that can happen in this match that it's kind of hard to predict it. Not who the winner's going to be. I do think Cody's going to take the win. I've thought that the whole time, just because Cody beat one of the best title reigns of all time. We can give that to Roman. He's one of the best champions of all time. As much as it pains me to say that, because I did not like him during it, but it's one of the greatest of all time. So Cody is not going to lose, especially to Solo Sikoa, because Solo Sikoa, he's this tribal chief, but no one likes him. I mean, he's doing his heel work well because no one likes him, but I don't think he's believable as it, which again can go into the storyline, but I just don't see him as a champion, just because I don't see him filling that or the role of a champion. So I think Cody wins off of a really bloody match. You know, all the Samoans will get involved, all the Bloodline. There's going to be people helping out Cody. Maybe Jay gets involved. You never know, but I don't see Jay getting involved yet. I think that's for when Roman comes back. You have the old Bloodline versus the new Bloodline, so we'll see what that goes. And then, so Cody wins. Maybe Roman or The Rock come back and either confront Cody. I think The Rock would confront Cody and maybe try to take over the bloodline. And I think Rowan would just go straight after Solo. So we'll see what happens. Next, World Heavyweight Championship match: Damian Priest versus Gunther. A month ago, if you asked me this question, I'd say Gunther wins, no matter who it is. Recently, you've been hearing Damian Priest get some more chance. So you think maybe there's a chance Damian Priest retains. But it could also be just Gunther doing such good heel work that he makes almost anybody able to get a chance. So I do think Gunther will win. I'm not to the level of certainty as I was that Gunther would win a month ago, even like 2 weeks ago. So we'll see what happens. I have Gunther winning over Damian Priest and becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. Next match, WWE Women's Championship, Bayley versus Nia Jax. I could see either of them winning. I will say, for a better storyline in the next few months, I feel like that would be Nia Jax winning, just because her best friend, Tiffany Stratton, there we go, who has the Money in the Bank briefcase, the rivalry they can have as frenemies, as you could say, because Tiffany has the Money in the Bank. If Nia is champion, that's Tiffany's right. She can cash in on any champion at any time. So you could see a little rift between the two as the time goes on. Nia, the more she goes on and defends the title, the weaker she's getting at the end of matches. So Tiffany starts thinking, oh, maybe sometime soon she'll be so weak that it's going to be an easy cash in, and I'll be like, oh, I just couldn't help myself. It was just right there. My instincts took over, and that could be Tiffany's first feud when she wins, and it would just be an amazing feud. If Bayley wins, the thing with Bayley is I just don't see a immediate storyline coming out. I mean, Bayley, the road up to getting a championship was amazing. I love what she did before WrestleMania, and I love the win, but since then, I haven't really seen anything too special in what I've seen, but I could be wrong. We'll see what Triple H does, because, of course, it's Triple H who's booking this and not me. But I think I'm going to go Nia Jax beating Bayley. So, next, we have another Women's Championship that's becoming Night of Champions at this point. Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. As much as I would love to say Rhea Ripley's going to get her title back, I don't think it's the time for that yet. I do see Dominic Mysterio screwing Rhea Ripley out of her title, just because, one, it would be amazing for storyline. It would become a all-time moment. But I just feel like after what happened between him and Liv, I think maybe Liv and Dom planned it. It could be by accident, or it could be by purpose. I think it would be amazing for the storyline if Dom screws Rhea on purpose and is with Liv at the end, because then I can start to weed the Judgment Day out of storylines, because I think the Judgment Day, they're still good, but I think it's about to be time where the faction dissolves out and everybody goes their own way. But if Dom stays with Liv, if he screws Rhea on purpose, that would be absolute cinema. But either way, Rhea is getting screwed by Dom. But I do know Liv Morgan will retain. I just don't know if it's going to be by accident or by purpose. So, next match, Logan Paul, United States Championship. Logan Paul versus LA Knight. I've said this before. I've said this every time. I think it's LA Knight's time to finally have a main card title. Everybody, back a few months ago, he was like the most popular superstar. Everyone wanted him to dethrone Roman. I don't think it was his time yet. I don't think he was that wrestler who could do that. I think Cody just had the perfect story. Not to be cliche at all, but he was just the perfect one with the best story to do it. And after that, I think LA Knight kind of had a little rough spot with getting titles and stuff. So I think it's perfect for LA Knight to get this United States title reign before he eventually gets a world title, because he is a world title champion level, just not yet. So he has potential to get there, but I don't think he's there yet. So getting a mid-card title, which is supposed to propel people who are not ready for the world title yet, but get them to be ready for it, which is what the mid-card title was for. So getting him the U.S. title would be perfect for that. Let him reign for probably how long Logan Paul's had it, even though he's defended it two times in like 270 days or something like that, if I remember correctly what they said yesterday. But I think LA Knight wins because Logan Paul is like, oh, it's Cleveland, Ohio. It's my hometown. There's no way I can lose in my hometown. He gets really cocky. He tries to hit LA Knight with the brass knuckles, but LA Knight's ready for it because he's seen the matches. He's scouted. He's the actual wrestler out of the two, and he'll win because Logan Paul is being stupidly cocky, and he'll be your next United States champion. Then, I think what might be one of the show stealers of the night, Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. This one is, I would say, easy to predict, but it's gotten harder after last win, because last win I thought, Braun Breaker would be screwed out of the championship, not him losing clean. So last few months I'd say, oh, it was going to be him versus Sami at Money in the Bank. He gets screwed and it becomes like a triple threat with Sheamus or Ludwig and Fatal 4-Way, something like that. But now that he lost clean to Sami Zayn, it adds a few ripples in my predictions that I used to have. So I do think Braun Breaker will win at SummerSlam, but I don't think it will be as easy as last time. I think Sami Zayn will give him a very hard struggle to win, just because Sami Zayn is an amazing wrestler. I think the hate he got after beating Braun Breaker was way too much. Like, people were calling him Sammy Hogan because he didn't put Braun over. I think him winning that match was the best for the storyline, just to give Braun Breaker more of it kind of humanized him, made him more like you could relate to him a little more, just because you're oh, I messed up. I didn't take him seriously because I thought he was just a comedian. So it made him, I think it helped his character a lot more to lose that match than win it. I don't know if I would have rather had him lose cleanly, but it is what it is. But Sami Zayn should not have gotten the hate, but I do think this is the pay-per-view to put Braun Breaker over. Braun Breaker is probably the future of WWE. I mean, he's a great wrestler. He's getting better at his promos. They finally gave him a better theme song after how long? It was too long. I don't care if it would have been a day before they switched it. It was too long. That theme song was terrible. So he got a new theme song, which isn't bad. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's better than what it was, the generic 2K theme song, as everybody called it. So Braun Breaker, he's getting set up in a very good, the ball's in his court. So Braun Breaker is giving everything he needs to become a headliner. So he takes the ball, runs with it. He's got it. He messes up. He messed up a few matches. That's on him. But Braun Breaker, he's the future of WWE, and I really hope he wins tonight. If not, it'll be hard to think of what can happen next with that title, because having him lose twice in a row in a championship match, even if it was 2 distractions or something, would be very, very rough. But I think Braun Breaker finally gets his title. So with that, 7 matches. This pay-per-view, all singles matches. Last pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, I believe I was 2 for 6 with my predictions. So I did really bad last time. This time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a goal for myself. I'm going to say I want to at least get 5 right out of 7. If I don't get that, I'm going to have a punishment for myself. Either I'm going to put this on my Instagram story at JBSports. I'll put it on the screen right now. But I'm going to put it on my story. You can either vote for me to get a whipped cream pie to the face or an ice bucket poured on me. But I don't think it'll happen. I think I will have the predictions good enough this time. At least 5 right. But you never know. Wrestling's crazy. Triple H is crazy. And we will see what happens. But thank you guys for watching my SummerSlam prediction video. I hope you enjoy it, and see you later.